Dude, how are you doing, man?
I feel so, what's the word, like cathartic? Like it's the emotional release. I've been working so
Cathartic
hard.
is such a good word, man, because like I can even feel it for you.
Yeah,
Like
like the whole room, I think.
they
Like,
know how much this victory means to you, and they know that you worked so hard this year, and that people were doubting you, man.
yeah,
People were
for
doubting
sure.
you on ranking, and Fendi and I mentioned this that this tournament is not eligible for the Miam
Yeah,
ballot,
which makes
but
sense.
people will see this in their minds. They will remember, and dude, you just played so well.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the set a little bit. You mentioned to me that Ice was up 3-1 at one point in the set.
Stocks, yeah. He's
Uh,
up 3-1 in stocks when I was up 2-1. And then, like I told you, I felt like I was playing, even though he was up 3 to
This is
1.
the Dreamland map, the last
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
right, okay.
Not to say anything against him, but a lot of the leads he got were off shines near the edge, right? Like he got,
There was so much shine
yeah,
gameplay, dude.
a lot of the stuff he got was off shines near the edge. I mean, I got it too, but I'd say he got it a lot more than me. So even when I was down 3 to 1, it's like, well, I wasn't playing bad. He just outplayed me, and he outplayed me in ways that mattered a lot. So I felt comfortable, but I was still up 2-1 in the set, and I feel like that affected Ice's mentality because he felt once I got the first stock, he was like, oh, I need this game. But I was just the same.
Dude, I hear that ring so true. Like, as stocks happen, you can hear like the commands in their head. Like, I need to preserve this stock. I need to take out this stock. Like,
I really, really try to ignore stock count in a lot of matchups. So, like, if I was playing Fox Peach or something, I think the stock count matters a lot. It affects how I
Attrition.
actually. Yeah, it's a battle of attrition, exactly.
but with
Fox
Fox,
Dittos,
anything can happen.
4 to 1, 1 to 4. Stocks. I pretend stocks don't exist when I play that matchup.
Dude, when I watch you play, you are the only Fox that doesn't care he's on his last stock.
That doesn't
yeah,
what?
you don't care that you're on your last stock.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You ledge dash the same. You play conservatively.
Yeah.
You're winning.
I
and
have
like,
to.
And I'm like, wow. Like,
That's-
if only more Foxes just appreciated how strong you could be on every stock, right?
Yeah, it makes a big difference in that matchup. That matchup's so much about confidence and execution. It's weird.
Dude, when Ice was doing running shines to you,
Yeah.
like the comfort was so high, and then you adapted the way you bait in the middle with your movement.
Dude, I was actually surprised. Zach and Ice both had a lot of trouble getting out of the corner.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You would mix up just enough where you would like dash into the middle or grab their shield,
Oh, yeah.
and that was just the sickest mix up, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so, like, I don't know. I'm so happy, but
We're also happy for you, man. Druggedfox, your Twitter is about to blow up.
yeah, I hope so.
I
Follow
want you
me
to get
on
sponsored,
Twitter.
man.
Yeah, dude, this is the shout out free agent right now.
Yeah, we talked about how you are literally the strongest unsponsored player.
Yeah, I believe so. One thing I've been telling people though is this is gonna sound left and S, but this isn't like the end for me. This is like literally this is step one.
I know,
finally
I
achieved
know.
my step one, which was beat a bunch of good players with Fox. Show that like I've been working on this for a while, and I know there are a lot of doubters, but like I didn't quit She because she was bad or because like whatever. It's just like Fox has always been my main, and it's cool to bring him back up to the speed.
Dude, we love seeing you play Fox, especially with your style, man. So intelligent, so willing to do like the outplay or the respectable thing. and
Yeah,
It's just great gameplay, man.
I appreciate it.
Any matches from the weekend that you want to just like mention?
Talk about?
Yeah.
Let's see. I can run through everything. I played, pools matches, whatever, and then I got to play Slux round was my first hard round. Slux is I don't
Is
know.
Fox
how-
Dittos?
Yeah, Fox Dittos. He was thinking about going Falco apparently, but it's my best matchup and he knows that. He took a game. It was tough, but Slux is like just a little bit behind all the other top Foxes, I think. But
Okay.
I'm actually really impressed with him. I was impressed with him at Olympus where he pretty much had me. So Slux was really hard. Smash God played terribly versus me, in my opinion, relative to his skill level.
I see.
He beat Prof, which is
He did.
we talked about Prof's mental state a bit. It wasn't that great, but beating Prof readily is not easy.
Yeah. So Smash God beat Prof, and then you fought the winner of that.
Yeah, and Smash God wasn't able to carry his momentum from Prof to me. I felt it. It sucked. I didn't feel that great about the win.
And I know from your experience that Marth is not your best tournament matchup, so it just sounds good to me that you can like recognize what's going on and you just like
Yeah. I try really hard to like this is something I have mixed feelings about. So in friendlies, I care so much about what they meant to do, and like I'm thinking about, well, if you meant to do this,
Intention.
would it have hit me? Like, did I do the right thing? And in tournament, it's really hard to remove myself from that because if I'm wasting energy, it's what we talked about. I said if I'm wasting energy worrying about anything besides playing in the moment, that's sort of disrespectful to them.
yeah.
Right?
Your opponent is so hard that you have to be in the moment at all
Yeah,
times.
and I can't worry about what he meant to do or what I meant to do. All I can if I'm playing someone who I respect, I need to give them my full attention.
I agree. I totally agree, man.
So yeah, that was my Smash God set.
Would you say Ice? Okay, well, let's go.
Let's run through it. Who's after Smash God? So that was to get into winner side top 8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So because of various bracket stuff, for you guys who don't know, there were some upsets earlier that caused my side of the bracket to be easier. So then I played Zach. This is my first time beating Zach with Fox, actually.
Yeah, we talked about the UGC set where you were in a lead and then it came
Up
back.
2-0, and then he beat me really badly, honestly.
So how do you feel about this set compared to last week?
It's weird. Zach plays every set I've ever played Zach in. He plays extremely differently, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, I've never. So like Ice, for example, I
Pretty
generally
consistent.
it's like, okay, this is Ice. Zach, since I don't get to play him often, unlike maybe some of the West Coast people, every time I play him, it's a completely different thing for me, and I don't know why or how. Like something's going on in his head. Usually, is how I feel. Maybe his mental state. I don't know.
It's hard to say. Maybe he's trying to adapt to you, or
Yeah.
he's just a temporal difference.
I think this set was our most normal feeling set ever.
It seemed pretty straightforward.
Yeah, pretty generic Fox Ditto. We both played okay. Like, we did some stuff. UGC, though, it was like I was up 2-0, and I didn't think I was doing anything that good. I thought he was playing kind of bad. And then he started getting momentum, and then he just destroyed me. And I was like, well, okay, I guess that's how it goes.
Well, he did take off one match of you. So how do you feel about stealing the next game back?
Feels good, always. I don't want my sets to go 3-2, ever.
It's
no
a
one.
really
I want
shaky feeling.
Well, I know people are always like, "Yo, Mango, losers run stuff." I want to be the guy who wins from winners 3-0 every time.
That's me.
I'm not trying to lose.
No. I don't need to prove anything.
Yeah.
Besides victory.
Yeah. If I'm on the win screen, then I did something right, and that's my goal.
Yeah. I feel
But I mean, Zach's really tough always. Like I said, it's my first time beating him with Fox. I played him at What the Fox 2 also, and he beat me there. Feels good to be able to.
That was your third tournament set then?
Yeah, third tournament Fox set.
Okay.
The one time we played with Sheik, I won.
I see.
That's one thing I really like is being able to get a win with Fox that I used to be able to get with Sheik.
Because of outplaying them.
Yeah, and it really makes me feel like, okay, I made progress.
Oh, yeah,
Zach was really happy for me, and I really appreciated that. Actually, I've gotten so much support. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Dude, you've earned it. You really have. So
Thank
your
you,
last
Gary.
match for the bracket was Ice twice.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so was he the most difficult opponent by far?
Yeah, I would say so. But a lot of it has to do with the fact that I think Ice has built up his confidence better than the other players. So when I made similar mistakes versus other players, they were less ready to capitalize. But Ice felt very much like he did not care if I messed up or if I didn't mess up. He was just like, I'm going to go here, and if he does what I think is going to happen, I'm going to kill him.
Dude.
And Ice was able to do that. That made it really hard, but
Confidence is a great word to say because he is willing to execute towards the plan. He's not going to waver.
no, not at all. One thing I'm proud of myself for is I did a completely different stage striking and counter picking versus Ice in the second set. Normally, I always take Ice to the small stages. I dislike Battlefield and Dreamland and Fox Dittos because, in my opinion, everyone camps super hard on those stages. So I want to be
good.
Yeah, I want to play just a pretty normal neutral game. Like, I don't want to go in the whole time.
That's
Just
why you
in
went
the middle.
wide stages, right?
Yeah. Well, I like the wide stages. Well, I don't normally. Like I told you, I like Yoshi's Fountain. But then I realized, like, a lot of my losses to Ice were in micro situations near the edge and stuff.
He's
And
so strong.
Yeah,
man.
he is. Like I said, it's the confidence, and his tech skill is good. But at no point in winners finals in grand finals or semis when I played Ice did I feel like he was dominating me in neutral. Zero people this tournament felt like they were cleanly dominating in neutral. So I was like,
Your
I'll
neutral's
make
so
you play the
good.
neutral game.
Yeah.
And I just was so when he picked Dreamland, I was like, that's fine with me. Ice, it's kind of funny. A lot of people would have won on Yoshi's and then been like, okay, I want Yoshi's now. But both Zach and Ice really respected me on Yoshi's because they know I like it. So they cared more about what I preferred than what they won on. Do you get what I mean? Isn't that weird? Like, they both beat me on Yoshi's at some point, and they were both still like,
Go big stage.
yeah, they did their counter pick.
That's insane, man.
Yeah, so it's weird to me, but I guess I can understand it. So yeah, that's what I've got, I guess.
We're going to have to rewatch those sets because the Fox Ditto action was so insane, and I'm going to watch how you did little stages versus big stages.
Yeah,
Especially
I think that makes the little stage versus big stage is huge in that matchup.
I agree.
Matchup's not even remotely similar between the big stages and the small stages.
No, yeah, the microtransactions versus playing wide dashing is crazy.
Did I play Zach on FD this tournament?
I think you guys opted not to.
Yeah, it's funny because, again, that's respect. Zach has actually beaten me on FD every time we've played it. Ever.
He's really good in FD.
Yeah, and I think I'm really good too, but the fact that he didn't counterpick it, again, like, he has a plan and he has respect for the opponent, and I actually really like that. That's cool.
Huh.
I struck to FD versus me and then lost, so it's like... Dude,
yeah, I remember
being willing to strike to FD and then losing is one of the worst feelings in a Fox Ditto.
Yeah,
it feels like you
I was
gave
supposed
them
to
the game.
win.
Yeah, it literally is like, I struck here, I got my chain, I gave him the game. What am I doing?
What am I doing?
I started, because it doesn't even feel like a match sometimes. You know, you just get destroyed or you destroy them.
I mean, dude, Ice was at 100%, and then he started chain grabbing you, and you're like, oh.
Oh, dude, I thought I was going to lose.
Everyone's like, oh my God. That's one more stock, and that's another stock. And,
oh, dude, it's scary.
It's so scary on this stage.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, Ice and Zach both opted for the better port versus me, port 4, and I accepted it because I like my spawn positions in blue shield so much. But I'm going to start practicing port 4 because having an extra frame of hits
combos.
Extra frame of hits on... Okay, so I went for wave dash up tilt on Ice, and he shined me out on every one. And if I could still combo it, but if I had that one more frame, it wouldn't have worked. So I'm going to practice port 4 eventually.
It's just for a few more combos, man. That's the Druggedfox.
That makes the difference.
He knows. Not a lot of people know about these throw windows.
Yeah. When I actually told Zach he could do play port 4, he was like, wait, but port 4 is the Druggedfox. Like, don't you want it? I was like, nope. You take it. I'm going to just...
I'm going to stick to my game plan. I don't need the little bit extra right now.
Yeah.
You're going to go home and practice it, and then you're going to demand it.
Yeah, I actually don't know the spawn positions for 4 very well.
I started practicing them. They're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. I just don't know them. And I want comfort, right? Whew. So, yeah. Dude, anything else?
I'm just so happy about your victory. I'm so happy you came out to this tournament and that Ice was your hardest opponent. You did well against him.
Yeah. Oh, Ice Moon was really back and forth from what I saw.
Yeah.
That was insane.
So I thought Ice was going to do well.
Oh,
yeah. They said Super Nebs too.
It's forever ago. Yeah.
The point was Ice has improved dramatically, and then there were just a few clutch moments I could see, like slight inexperience, like a DI mix-up or...
And then you're dead.
Yeah.
You're just dead.
Yeah.
I think Ryan, if he improved his combo game a bit, would be like so hard to beat with Fox.
There was like 2 or 3 combos that were very awkward, like no up B or no dare.
Yeah. And like, dude, he's been dominating Foxes. Ice is the first Fox to beat him in a set in like a little while now.
Like a non-God Fox, yeah.
Yeah. Like he literally beat me, Prof, Lucky, Sfat.
Matchup, dude. He's like every top Fox is.
Yeah. But today he lost to Sfat and Ice, right? But I really think if his combo game improved like at all, I don't know if any of the top Foxes could beat him right now, besides the gods, which is
his neutral game is so insane and the mix-up heavy.
Yeah, very mix. I think the biggest thing is he has all these mix-ups in mind that no other Marth uses really. So none of the Foxes are prepared to defend. Like when I get caught by him, it's not like, oh, we played rock paper scissors and he won. It's like I didn't know we were playing rock. He knew we were playing rock paper scissors.
When did this move come out? How was he supposed to DI?
Yeah, like on the platform, he would up throw me and jump in Waveland, but I tech in place, which beats the Waveland. But I was holding shield in case, and then I went to shield drop, and he did Waveland, and then shield drop up air. I was like, what the fuck?
Why did you think 2 steps ahead?
Like, I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I've seen him do weird things. I'm like, is that right? And then he reads it with the up air.
And you're like, I guess it's right.
That was the correct.
Yeah, it was the correct thing, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Ryan's crazy. Everyone's insane, honestly. I don't know.
I have such respect for everyone in the top 8 today and in more of this tournament. It was
Cyrox?
Cyrox went crazy. There were so many terms, especially because I mentioned that Cyrox would be one of those players extremely susceptible to a god knockout.
Oh, yeah.
Right, like he just gets immediately sent to losers and then just has to struggle his way with like you.
But instead, he did work.
Dude, he 3-0'd Johnny.
Yeah, I have nothing to say about that. I didn't watch it.
You should because he did well against Falcon. He just doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, I need to watch it, but I can only imagine Johnny was not playing.
Johnny is very displeased today.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
There were a few times he started like getting some stationary reads where like he'd force Cyrox to spot dodge or like.
Oh yeah.
You know, but like. If you are not getting tech chases or those big damages things, like I don't think you can win that match.
Yeah. With Falcon, you have to finish off like whatever. You can't just get the grab, do 30 damage, and then that's it.
No, you might die.
Yeah, you might die.
You might just die.
And Cyrox will kill you in that matchup. He also beat Gatsu, so I guess he's pretty confident in that matchup.
He's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
All right, I got a big string of interviews, so
All right.
do your shout-outs, and I gotta
All
go.
right. I
move
mean,
on.
the biggest thing I have to say is shout outs to every person who supported me. That's like the number one thing. I mean, you all know who you are. People who talk to me every day. People who talk to me once a month. It doesn't matter. Just every person. It's like a spirit bomb, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest thing. I said this in 2015, but before 2015, I super underrated support as like a moral thing, and I used to always be like, it doesn't matter. But like in 2015, when I started getting good with Sheik, like one of the biggest differences was lots of people actively supporting me.
You mentioned this too, like top players would recognize you, or players from other regions would just be
Just
accepting
everyone
with more hands. Yeah.
Random people, my friends, my family, just everyone. And it was the same thing today. I have like dozens of people texting me being like, you know, like good job, or like how do you feel, or like, dude, like even a lot of the top players here who are my friends were all like, I know they wanted me to win. And it just
Even
it
if you
feels-
have to like meet them in bracket.
Yeah,
like,
it's
dude,
like-
the friendship is so real, and the support.
That's one of the hardest things right now. Everyone's becoming friends, but the game's getting more serious than ever.
I
Like,
think that's the beautiful part of it, right? Like we
It's-
all want to be there together.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
can you imagine a future without some of these players?
No,
right?
not at all.
So that's why they're your
Like,
friends, even if they're.
I
your-
was eating dinner with Ice 10 minutes before we played our set. Like,
Yep.
and I'm gonna see them next week too.
Yep.
Smash is crazy, dude.
It's.
It's insane.
I say on my Twitter, it's truly a blessing we get to play Melee every day.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I retweeted that. I was
It's
like,
the best.
it's so cool. All right, Carrie, thanks.
Dude,
I
congratulations
appreciate
so
it
much,
so
man.
much. Thanks for hosting this event.
Yeah.
I think everything ran well.
Thank
yeah,
you,
it was
man.
cool. All right, cool.
All right, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, stream, for tuning into this interview. I have Sfat next and a bunch more interviews. We are doing a 30-second commercial, so please stay tuned. Thank you for tuning into Eden. Can you hear me?
No. Where's my mic at?
There you
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Oh, what's up, chat?
We got La Luna.
I can't see y'all, but I know y'all there with me.
Bro, you had the funniest UGC interviews ever.
Yeah.
I gotta get these guys off stage. Someone help me get these guys off stage.
Yeah,
Because
they
they're
too
the mess
they
with the
too
interview.
crazy.
Hey Sam, get off stage.
Only at
Samnita.
only in my interviews. That's crazy.
Damn, dog.
I don't even
Cobalt.
know what's
Everyone's
going
going
on.
crazy out
Kobo
here,
just
dog.
came back from the darkness. I did not see him in the
Dude,
crowd at all.
Everyone's having a jolly good time, man.
Word.
What is this tournament like without any gods? Please tell me.
It's all for grabs. Like, you never know who's gonna win. No matter how you pick your fantasy draft, you feel like there's always a bunch of Twitch haters or like people that don't believe players could beat other players. It's
Like
just,
Cyrox?
oh, he was killing it. I definitely want to help him. I was talking to Prof and Sfat, and I was like, yo, I think I want to do a donation stream for him. But then I
Holy.
remember he was in the nomination thing.
Okay,
and
for
I
Genesis?
yeah, I specifically dropped out because I was like, you know what? I think these players deserve more.
Dude, that's so honorable of you, Ryan, especially since you just got your new sponsor. And I know you've been dying to have it, so it's not like you're trying to splurge or anything. It's
Oh,
like,
no.
this is much needed sponsor, and
This
just-
will help me get through to places. This is not for me to get a sponsor and be like, all right, time to chill.
no, this is a gateway, and you're bringing more smashers in, and I love that, man, because
Yeah.
that's how we got in the game, right? Like, you had people teach you back in the day, and man,
Yeah, man.
you got to keep it going.
That's how you got to keep it alive. But yeah, the event, it was. I didn't know who was gonna win. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna win. Like, I had to think about it. I'm like, I gotta fight 3 Foxes if I win, if I beat Ice, right?
Yeah.
And fun fact, this is the first time Ice ever beat me in an event.
So you fought him at Super Nubs 2, you told me. Have you fought him again?
Yeah, the first time we played, I remember this. We were at DJ's house, and he was destroying me. And this is when he was playing. He made the transitions between Marth to Sheik.
Oh,
So,
okay.
you know, he was, because he played Marth in like Apex 2012.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and then he went against Mango. It was actually still on live, still on YouTube. And then he switched to Sheik because he felt like Marth was like limiting like his playstyle. Switched to Sheik. He was doing amazing. He beat like Mango at like Beast 4, if I remember correctly, or Beast 3, one of those beasts. And then that's when I first played him. I played him at DJ's house, and he was just whooping me.
That was
And
like
I
2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2014. And I was like, how you beating me so fast? He goes, back in the days, he used to be evil on some Sasuke status. Like, he wanted to destroy everybody.
Yeah,
he wanted
yeah.
to be nobody's friend, like nobody's friend.
Like
And-
Legend status?
Yeah, like kind of like Dark Left. And he was like evil, and he was like, I just want to destroy all my opponents. I was like, yeah, but you could be like a Goku and still have fun and you know, laugh like, ha, 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 hee, hee. But when game time comes, all right, you're not my friend.
No, dude.
And then
He's
you
the
go,
most
"You're not
serious
my friend."
smasher I know.
So he
Stone
was,
Cold.
yeah, he was killing me, smacking me, throwing needles, triple needles at me, and I'm like, how's he beating me so good? He goes, I just know all your movements. Like, I already think ahead of you. Like, that's how evil he was back in the
Damn.
So this was like
Told you to your
early,
face, man.
yeah, this was like early, like January or something. When Evo 2014 came, I remember I played this Sheik. I was in losers, and I lost to somebody. I forgot who I lost to. And then I played, and I like 2-0'd his Sheik or something like that.
Okay,
And
so
yeah, it was like complete destruction. From January to July was a different moon, like different moon phase. Like there was like the full moon. I mean the crescent moon.
now
and
you
then
full moon.
Full moon. So then I destroyed him, and you just see Alan in the back from NorCal.
Yeah, Alan.
He goes, yo, that's crazy. And then it was like, yo, did the moon beat ice? And he goes, no, he beeped him up. And he was like, he didn't just beat him. So that was so
Alan.
funny. And then you see Reno in the back. He's like, ooh, I see you, girl. And then you know, I was mad hype, and I was like, you know what? I don't care. This is my homie. So I gave him a kiss on the cheek, and I was like, yo, thanks for all the Sheik practice, cause that's who I used to play with a lot.
Yeah.
The Sheik was Reno, and so we took a picture of everything. The archives is
Oh
somewhere
my God.
online. That was the first time I beat him. And the second time he came, this is when Hacks still had the surgery. It was Super Nebs 2, and he was full Fox. The whole weekend I was playing with Prof, and Prof, Fuzziness, Tia Barog, and
That was when all the
Ice.
Europeans came
yeah,
in.
they all came for Apex 2015. But this was before Apex 2015. We were playing in the house, and he was still beating me. And I was like, yo, how is like Fox beating me this crazy? He said the same words.
Movement. Oh my God, movement.
Yeah, then we play, and it's like last game, last stock, and I beat him. And I was like, oh, shit, I beat him again. So now he finally got his revenge on me, and I'm like, dag, I was hoping for this streak to go
The
like
streak,
3-0.
that hot streak, man.
And
Do you think in his head he was saying that same thing?
a little bit. He was trying to go dark mode. Like I give him a pound, he don't look at me. I was like, I see a little gestures. But remember, the game is different from like in real life. Just because you do those gestures doesn't mean you may not play well in the game. This time he happened to play extremely well. Missed a couple of edge guards, but that's how it is with Martha. You paid a price if you miss.
Yeah, bro, you definitely had some two stock swings that were
He's definitely
heartbreakers.
2 stock. He's the tech master.
Yeah.
He's the
Yeah,
tech master.
he's at 150, and you're like, oh, man, why did I die from that?
Yes.
I was edge guarding him. So
that's what
our
happened.
monitor dropped off video signal, but I'm sure we're still going on just fine.
Yeah, we're still here.
Over there. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else about this tournament you want to mention to the stream at home?
Uh,
You did doubles with DJ?
Yeah, doubles are fun. I wanted to actually win doubles.
Yeah, man,
I
you were
think
one of the static teams. Swedish and Slux were the other one.
Yeah, I got double back-to-back 4th place. Like they call that the Mike Ross. So I definitely got Mike Ross. Shout out to Mike Ross. I miss Mike Ross. Hopefully I see him soon.
Yeah,
And
man.
then it was still fun. I still had fun. I'm gonna go back home and watch all this stuff. Actually, when I go to my hotel room, I'm gonna go get that Wi-Fi and I'm gonna watch it for free.
Yeah, man. Twitch VODs are up. We had a lot of recording setups for almost every single Losers 13th.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of matches. There are a lot of upsets.
Why are they getting crazy?
I don't understand why
not?
they're... Sam, if you do this again, I'm kicking you out of the venue. Don't do this by the stage. No, I'm not yelling at you. Anyways.
Only me, my guys. That's crazy. I had fun. then I happened to take out Kirby Kaze too, which was pretty cool too.
Yo, when I was watching that match, I definitely gonna rewatch because I need help with that. Right,
Yeah.
Cal's going Sheiks against me all the time, but he did not pummel, man. There was some apathetic defense, I feel like, from KK, and maybe that has to just do with tournament experience. You just play more tournaments. You know, I mash out of every grab. I tech everything. I do that slide off ledge.
The hack stash.
Yeah, and there are too many opportunities where, especially on Yoshi's, man. Yoshi's was just the example game.
I can't really kill him with all F smash.
All F
It was
smash,
like
all platforms.
F smash, mirrored F smash, mirrored F smash, F
Non-tipper.
smash.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. But that matchup is fun. He was kind of getting lazy at the
He
end.
became stationary.
Yeah, like you in that matchup, yes, Sheik could destroy Marth, but if you playing high level Marth, high level Sheik, that's gonna go back and forth. You
Yeah,
can't,
way
you can't
even.
be lazy anything.
No.
So me,
Sheik-
especially me, I can't be lazy. Spacing is crucial.
Your spacing was really good, and then as soon as Sheik becomes stationary, it's a tough
Oh,
game.
yeah.
She has to try really hard.
Easy pickings, and you have to have a lot of setup in mind. You gotta have a lot of DI traps against.
You
There's
did,
a
man.
couple of things I couldn't do to him, cause every Sheik plays different, right? So
Their DI and their mix-ups.
yeah, like things that I could do to him, I can't do to Swedish. Things that I could do to Swedish, I can't do to Shroom. Things that I could do to Shroom, I can't do to Mewtwo King. Things that I could do to Mewtwo King, I can't do to Plup.
Dude, that's
and
the sad part about Marth, right? Which is like your bread and butter stuff is not that easy.
Yeah, it's no, but that's what makes it fun, cause I already know I'm on the side of spacing well. So when you space perfectly well against her, like she
Feels
just,
extra good,
it
man.
feels mad good. It's like, yeah, you can't touch me.
Yeah.
And you just bobbing and weaving, and she's like, all right, this guy's annoying. And she's like supposed to be the ninja. She's supposed to be the one that's.
And then you make her reach, dude. She like boost grab and you dash dance out of that. Oh, it feels so good to
How you
watch
do it.
that.
It's fun. He was getting scared. He sometimes he thought I was gonna land on the platform, so he didn't smack me right away. But I wanted him to smack me because I'm like, I'd rather just get smacked than get set on the platform and get smacked. On the
I'm
platform.
gonna actually watch that again because when I get regrabbed in platform, I feel so bad.
Yeah, just get smacked.
Just take the
Like,
smack.
Yeah. Like go to the left or something. He also tried to catch me with the diamond, like his infamous "the rocks is in the sky." The diamond. He tried to, and I was like, "Nah, not today, my man.
You
Like,
jumped
this is the
out.
wrong Marth. You're not doing that to me." And I got out. Like I just jumped
You
out.
gotta get that max CI behind with the jump. It's
yeah,
so good.
you gotta jump and then get out. I was like,
Yo,
"You're not-"
and let's talk about you jumping out of those jabs or SDI and Ice's jabs. You were looking crazy good.
Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff you gotta do in that match. Like, cause all the European foxes, they like playing ultra optimal, so you can't really like mess around with them. You can't do like crazy stuff against them. They always want to do perfect options. So
European
you just
fox,
open up
man.
your book. What's the perfect options they like doing? And I was trying to counter it sometimes, but I was too close. I was too close to him. I was like, I know he wants to like instant wave land and attack.
Yeah,
me.
you respect the space. You gotta.
Yeah, I was being too close. But then there was times that I like challenged it, cause some of his wavelands were kind of shaky, and I was like, I need to test them. Otherwise, I will never know how.
Yeah, you gotta threaten it. Make him respect you.
But this guy right here, Cyrox, was.
Dude, Cyrox is playing friendlies with Slox right now. You can't hear it, but these guys are crazy good. I don't see a lot of Slox footage, and I don't see a lot of Cyrox footage, and these guys are good.
Yeah, Slox definitely improved, like a tremendous amount.
Yeah, definitely. He's from Connecticut, so you get to play him a lot.
Yeah, sometimes. But now that I stream a lot recently, I'm always home.
You're not trying to like travel to.
I want
far.
to, but I like streaming too. Streaming is important. I feel like if you're top player, streaming is very important because,
Increase your brand, man.
yeah, one, your brand, and two, you want to connect with the community when you're not at events. Because most of the time you're at events, hey, can I play a set? Hold on, I got tournament. So if you play like net play or you play even other games, like other Smash plays like other games. Like I like playing Overwatch with my crew and the chat. I don't care who it is. You level 1? All right, bring your level 1 ass in here. Let's play. Like that's how I
That's
am
love
with
for
my
the chat, man.
Yeah, and that's what I do for my chat. Not saying everybody has to do it because some chats are just bigger than others. That's why I like my moderate chat. I like how many viewers I have because I could single-handedly pick. If I have a Mingo chat, I can't play with everybody. Then people get bitter. They act like they're your girlfriend. Oh, why he don't want to play with me? All right, forget him. Forget the moon. All right, he don't want to play with me. I can't play with everybody. But if I have my little 100 viewers, 200 views, 250 viewers,
You'd be personal with everyone.
like, I got you.
I see you.
Like my man, sure you Drew.
Shout outs.
Yeah. But to wrap it up, this event was amazing. I wanted to win this. I have a lot of potential beating all these players.
All these
vice
foxes,
versa.
man.
Yeah, I was like the fucking. I mean, I was like the Marth in the haystack.
Man.
Bleep me out. I was in the Marth in the haystack, and I'm like, damn, these foxes are dangerous. Like all of them, they all play
All of
different.
them.
We got Tech Master,
Yeah.
Ice. We got Druggedfox. I want to be like Mewtwo King, Marth.
Sfat.
We got the Sfat. I'm West Coast, so you know I'm Pew Fat, and it's crazy.
Dude, Cyrox was in it. We had so many foxes in
Yeah.
top 8. Even, and then Professor Pro, dude. Professor Pro was knocked out early. I know you played him a
Prophet
lot.
Shine out of Shield Master. I don't like touching his.
I don't
shield.
like touching him. And he down tilts me all day, man.
Yeah, he's down tilt master too. So, but shout out to my sponsor, Misfits. Shout out to the chat. I always love the chat. Where I'm at, that's where the chat is at. I love these guys. Whoever's all in the chat from Europe, Chicago, New York, I know y'all there.
Yeah, man.
And thank you for the amazing event.
Dude, much love.
You and Juna putting in the work, getting people here. Can't wait for Eden too.
Yeah, it's going to happen, man. It's going to be sick.
Everybody better come out.
Dude, I wonder if there's going to be another godless tournament.
Nah, actually, I don't pray for that. I want them to be
You
here.
want them to be there?
Yeah.
You want to take them out?
Yes. Even though, obviously, I know people in the chat, the moon could never take out these guys. I could feel it already. But the point is, I want a chance.
Yeah.
So, pretty close on Mango and Mewtwo King. People are the ones I want to knock down is Armada and Hungry
Armada's
Box.
the big one, man. And H-Box. I know you've been...
Yeah. He's
cutting
like
down that
a
one.
he's like a RPG game. Like, you ever kill the big monster and you get a bunch of money? My theory is I think the reason why they have so much money is because they eat up all the little people. And,
They
you know, they
get the
gain money.
experience,
They
yeah.
get the experience. So, he's like the big monster. It's like, all right, if you beat Armada, nobody can say anything to you. But
Yeah.
then you got to do it twice, so
Yeah.
that it's not a fluke. That's kind of what Nun did. That's what Nun did to Mewtwo King. Yo. My
Yeah,
man,
he beat him once and get knocked out by him.
Yeah, but he beat him Gamo and UGC.
That was sick, dude. Oh, man. You know, I think that big break for top 8 really messed up Nun. He was looking so
Yeah,
good
he was
before
on
top
fire.
8.
That's my guy, Nicaragua.
Dude, shout out
mi
to Nun,
hombre.
man.
Mi
You were
hombre.
playing so crazy good
Yeah,
last week.
yo,
Oh,
Nun,
God.
you were destroying it. He is El Captain Parkour because he does crazy stuff that I'm like, what? Oh,
Oh, it
nah,
worked.
I'm scared of this guy now. But when we play, since I'm playing with him, I'm like, I know you're gonna do that to a Marth player. He goes, yeah, watch. He's El Captain Parkour because he's always off the stage doing some daredevil stuff.
Dude, he should not be down there sometimes.
Sometimes he should. I'll be like,
Sometimes
oh,
he's done crazy stuff, man.
he's the best crazy Loca Falcon ever.
More loco than SJ?
Yes,
By far, man.
more local.
Dude, great interview, Moon. I got to get SFAT next. Viewers at home, we're going
Alright.
to take a quick commercial break.
Y'all gonna get Sfat next. Ashfatch.
That is the Moon. Please follow him on Twitter. He is so funny. Hey, watch that interview he just did. So funny at UGC, man. All right, guys, stay tuned. We're going to do a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Viewers at home, this is Eden. We finished grand finals recently. We're doing a few interviews. We had Druggedfox our winner first, and then we had Moon, and now Sfat.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's
man,
up,
tell me about
what's
your
up?
experience, man.
Where to start? Well, first of all, I think this tournament was really great. So thanks for running it.
Dude, thank you,
I
man.
thought it was, it ran on time. Like lots of setups. Although there could have been more consoles, but
Yeah.
there was lots of space. So that was really great. My only gripe was you guys had the audio jack for the game audio, but not the headphones.
Yeah, we didn't provide the headphones, so
Yeah.
that's going to come into the arsenal,
I hope that comes next time.
right? Because now everyone carries a nice pair of headphones for gaming.
Yeah. The only problem was just the commentary was so close to the
It was
the
easy to
game.
hear.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I actually noticed that affect the gameplay.
but everything else, super great tournament. Learned a lot. I'm glad I got to come out, so
Dude, good shit. Really glad. So, I guess everyone at home really wants to know who knocked you out in pools.
what's his sponsor? I think it's Cypher? Reef?
Reeve.
It was Reeve.
Spire. Yeah. Reeve.
Spire. Yeah.
So, Reeve is a Marth player from Kentucky. He was not supposed to be in your pool originally, and that was kind of a complex situation, but you fought Marth. Any advice? Or, sorry, any commentary on your match against Reeve?
Yesterday, I don't think I was really in the zone.
Okay.
I just don't think I was very present during my pools matches, and Reeve, I thought I could just kind of breeze through my pools
Took
matches.
advantage of you.
But yeah, he's not the player you can just kind of breeze through. So it was just unfortunate that I wasn't quite in it, and he took advantage of it. And we played actually last week too, and so I think he had some exposure to my style, anyways. So
Very cool.
he definitely studied a little bit.
What would you say his style is kind of like from your impression?
He's very dash dance heavy, and a lot of the time he got me on my drills. Like he just was barely out of my drill spacing. So
Yeah, that's always tough.
And then he was just solid. Like he just got his conversions and got his edge guards, and really that's all you need in this game. So
Yeah, really, when you touch Fox, it's a very high chance of death. So, not a big story there. Reed just played well. You made it back to your side of the bracket just fine, I think.
yeah. I had to play. I had to play 2 people before S2J, but I can't remember exactly who they were. But I played S2J round 3. Super close game. It's always very close with Johnny. I had to reverse sweep him, and yeah, I don't know. I felt like today anybody could beat me, but I also was way more present in today's gameplay than I was yesterday. So I felt good about how I played ultimately.
Good, good. I know from what you said, you weren't feeling that well earlier in the day. You didn't want to turn on the engine, but you did win high stakes doubles.
No. Oh, no. We got second.
You guys, oh my god.
Yeah,
the Euro
yesterday.
team, my bad.
No,
My
it's cool. Yeah, that was really tough.
It was really
That
close,
really
and
tough. I can't. No gum. Sad face. I just put that gum in my mouth too.
soon, man, just very soon.
You
You got second with KJH.
Yes. The team's master, KJH. That was a lot of fun. The Druggedfox though was just really on point, and we had some close games, but ultimately it was a 6-0, so it wasn't that close. But,
Anything you think that you and KJH would work on if you were to fight them again?
Oh man, Fox Dittos, dude. Fox Dittos are just.
Fox Quads was insane, dude.
Yeah, it's really hard.
I was having a really hard time commentating it too.
A lot of it comes down to like how much you can get off with your teammate, how much percent you can get off in like 3 seconds of that 2
quick
versus 1.
spots, yeah.
So it's constant jabs. It's just quick chips everywhere, and then if someone gets knocked down or off stage, then everyone converges into that area
and just take out, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just really tough, and when people are nailing their techs or their shines, it's really tough.
'Cause, yeah, it gets back to really scrappy fights again, and
Yeah, the scramble. It's all about the scramble.
it's a very big scramble. You know, I actually asked Ice and Professor Pro right after teams how they felt about it, and one of the things they talked about was edge guarding in percentages, right? So like if Fox is at low percent, he said that it should be a 1v1 edge guard. And if Fox is at higher percent, that's when your teammate can come by and like go for a kill move or I'm simplifying what he said, but the interview kind of got at that, and they did edge guard your team very well.
Yeah. No, they were on point. I think Ice was on point this weekend, and I think Prof played a lot better yesterday than he did
Today.
Today, unfortunately. but that's just how it goes. You know.
There were a couple upsets in pools and in bracket. It was a crazy tournament.
Mhm.
And
Definitely.
do you have any comment about the godless format?
I like it. I like it a lot because, for one, it's really exciting because no one knows who's going to win. And two, it kind of, as a competitor, there's sort of this pressure taken off, right? It's not like there's literally no expectations. No one is expecting anyone to win because it's so up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And so as a competitor, it's a little bit liberating. Yeah, so I like it. I hope there are more of these, but I think it was kind of just a coincidence.
It was kind of a coincidence. It's not like a
It wasn't
major
like
Arcadian.
no gods allowed.
Yeah.
They just didn't happen to come out because I think
there's no pop bonus, and I feel like that's really
Yeah.
what draws people out.
the
And
pop bonus and just the several tournaments in this
in a
month time span.
Honestly, I was extremely lucky to just befriend you guys over the year and just get gain your trust and be like, he runs a good tournament. I'll try it out.
Yeah, that's the other thing I like about this tournament. It was all the Rubicon winners, right?
Yeah.
Came out, or most of them.
I try to get all of them. Yeah.
Most of them came out, so I think that is also really exciting. Most people probably don't know that is that almost every top player that came here also won a Rubicon, right?
Yeah, so they've traveled to Chicago and had their presence, and yeah, dude, a lot of my local players like, I'm so happy Sfat's coming back, or like I didn't get a chance to play him, I want to play him.
Yeah. So that's another really exciting factor. But oh man, today was just
It was a wild ride,
hard.
man. Top 8 and the bracket was crazy hard. You said you had to fight SGJ round 3 of winners. Like,
yeah.
upsets were crazy.
That was 3-2, and then the next set I played was with this kid, which was also 3-2, and I had a reverse.
I remember
3-0.
it went down to FD last game, and then you started
Mhm.
looking good. You finally started picking it up.
Yeah, well, he picked FD game 4 and 5,
Oh, I didn't see 4. Okay.
and it got easier as it went on. I think.
So you re-went to FD.
No, so he won the first 2 games, and
Oh,
then
then you
I
reversed 3-0'd,
reversed
okay.
3-0 again.
Holy.
Literally
crap.
anybody could have beaten me today. So I'm grateful that I was able to clutch out some of my sets. Even Ryan, my set with the moon was very close.
Very
It
close.
was
man.
3-1, but last hit multiple games.
He said that's one of the first times you've beaten him, I think.
Maybe recently,
Okay.
but I think I'm still positive on Ryan.
All right, good.
Maybe like 3-1. Yeah, I think he only beat me at Smash Summit. Oh no, he beat me at a CE last year too. But
Yeah, so the record's not very clear for this
Yeah.
year. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, ultimately, a little salty about my set with Druggedfox and Ice, but I think I learned a lot this weekend, and I'm excited to review.
I was
those
just going to say,
VODs.
I know you're going to analyze this stuff, and I
Oh,
love
yeah.
tuning into you because I see you taking notes and re-examining situations.
Yeah, totally. So, and really, there's no time to be salty about those sets because next week we're all going to be in the same place again at Dome Park of the Grass.
It's time to study.
So yeah, there's literally no time to be upset about it. It's just
this
it's
is
just
what
it
happened
is.
today, and I have
Yeah.
the footage.
It wasn't my time. It was Sammy's time today. So
Dude, Sammy had a great time, and yeah, don't linger on it because there is already a competition next week.
Yep.
Any last shout outs you want to do?
Shout out to CLG, the boys.
Your Facebook
fam.
page is getting way bigger now.
Yeah, I'm slowly working on it.
Yeah, dude, hit him up on Facebook. Get it like.
And shout outs to 650 boys. You guys know who you are. And yeah, shout outs to all the fans for supporting. Appreciate it, guys.
Oh yeah, man. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
So we got a 60-second commercial before we get Cyrox. That'll be our last interview. Guys, please thank Sfat. Go to his Twitter, follow him, show him your support. He did a great job today. Stay tuned, guys. Welcome back, guys, to Eden. We are doing our last interview of the night with Cyrox. Dude, tell us about yourself, because I know a lot of people at home don't know you. They think you're a doc kid.
I am not a doc kid, dude.
Why aren't you a doc kid?
I'm secretly offended by that.
A
Secretly. I'm not a doc kid, man.
I've been playing for a while.
I've been here since, I watched Apex 2013. That was like my first national I watched. And then I was there for the Spirit Bomb. Ooh. I played, I've been playing since 2011, so for 5 years. And, kind of my circumstances don't really dictate how I should have improved in this game, because the scene was dead until like 2014.
The
right?
revival with the Doc and Evo and...
Yeah, the scene in Colorado for Melee was dead until like 2014, right? And here I am living in Greeley, Colorado, like an hour and 30 minutes away from everything, you know? So it's kind of hard to do improvement when you have no direction, like no one to look up to and no experience to play with. So it was kind of hard.
Yeah.
At the start, I had to play on a Project M Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
To do anything, just to get experience. It was kind of fun.
bad. Was it acceptable or playable, or? I don't remember trying Project M Wi-Fi.
It was terrible, dude.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
I think the native Wi-Fi was not very good, and then I heard some people mentioning that you liked NetPlay.
Yeah,
most of it.
actually, I was the first person to play NetPlay.
You're the first. You're the
Yeah.
pioneer.
If you don't believe me, like we had to play on a 30 FPS code. So we played Melee in 30 FPS, no audio,
Oh my god.
no dual core. So that means it was like impossible to run some of the stages. So you probably only play Battlefield.
Oh my god.
You probably only
No
play like
graphic
Battlefield,
stages.
FD, or Dreamland.
Yeah, it definitely can't render a fountain.
Yeah. And then and you also had even more delay, right? Not even from the 30 FPS code. There was an exclusive full screen. So like you
Oh my god. These struggles
yeah.
are real. They're very real.
And so
How long did you deal with this primitive form of NetPlay?
For a minute, dude.
Okay.
Definitely for a minute. It's gotten a lot better, and I seriously recommend it because,
It's gotten a lot better.
yeah. It's like, I guess to put it, to give an example, it's like the lab. It's like labbing, but having national experience everywhere. Because it's like, okay, you're testing these theories offline, and you're like, oh, you know, I want to play, like, oh, with this Marth, I'm doing this cool edge guard or something like that. And then it's like, you can have the experience of actually trying it on a real person, right? And it's really cool that way.
When you
know?
say national level experience, you mean you have to go to national to get this kind of experience.
Yeah. You know how you kind of hop on a setup and you don't know if someone's going to be amazing, terrible, or decent. And
Such
it's
a
like,
good feeling, yeah.
Yeah. And you get all these different kinds of experiences and different styles as well, because it's from different regions. From what I've noticed recently traveling is every scene has basically their niche, their habits.
Yep.
Or like their
Have been
specialties.
working with their meta
you know?
game, yeah.
Yeah. And it's really interesting to see that.
What made you decide to come to Eden?
Slox told me, and it sounded like a dope tournament. You know?
Dude, that's good. Because honestly, you and Slox, I don't know too much about. You guys are improving at a rapid rate, and I'm really glad you came and got some coverage. You guys had recording setups, stream setups.
Yeah. I really appreciate that, man. It kind of sucks. DJ and I's set wasn't recorded.
Yeah,
And that one, it was super close.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous, man. It was awesome, though.
Dude, you have defeated so many people here. Can you just describe to me how many people you defeated or go through your bracket?
Yes. Okay, so day one, I lost to Dreffen. Was kind of really down.
It was
yeah,
a crazy match, dude.
I was down on myself about that. Not because Dreffen isn't good. Dreffen is good. It's just that I wasn't playing to my potential, if that makes sense.
I totally agree, dude.
What I've realized is if I don't get sleep or have caffeine, then I get like
so
super down on
hard.
myself. I'm
Dude.
super down on myself,
So
and
hard.
so it was so hard to actually play. But day two, I figured that out by doubles, you know.
Popped
so
in some Red
yeah,
Bull or?
no, I got some tea.
Okay.
Dude, tea is so broken before Melee, and SJ and I did pretty well in doubles. Got 5th, I think.
Yeah, Team Guac got 5th. That was really good.
Yeah.
Dude. And then you had to knock out your teammate.
Yeah, that sucks. I was really excited to play him.
Have you played each other in bracket before?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yes, actually, Revelations was a
Oh, in the
Colorado
Colorado
tournament.
tournament, yeah.
Yeah,
Just recently.
he beat me 3-1.
Okay. So
And-
that is a way different set.
Yeah, and the difference being the time span was this summer. After
Wow.
literally before Evo. Or no, after Evo.
Yeah, Revelation was like right after.
It was
Evo,
right
I think.
after Evo.
And so from just this half a year, you've just been grinding it out.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's interesting. I think like if I could tell anyone like 3 important things to improving in the game and just like really having a healthy relationship in Melee, just with yourself, would be like, number 1 would be patience, right? It's just, you have to have patience and accept the fact that you aren't going to be amazing in a day, right?
It's a journey.
Yeah. I've been playing for 5 years, and if you look back at my like 2013, 2012 matches, I look completely different. I look terrible.
Dude, we were all garbage back
and
then.
like,
even if we were beating people, we were all garbage.
yeah, and then yeah, patience is really important because you need to realize that it is the journey, and it's like, I may not be good today, but I will one day. And if I have that passion to improve, then I'm going to get there, you know?
Dude, I seriously agree with passion. If you don't have that inner drive, you can't improve.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes you lose it. Sometimes it comes back to you. In days where you don't have passion, it's discipline that carries you. And that's the second thing I would say is discipline in your improvement, right? And discipline playing in tournament.
Execution in like, yeah.
Well,
There's
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 a
I mean,
point-
like going through the tournament with your body, not your character, right?
yeah. So Sfat and I think without Sfat, without talking to Sfat this Friday at one of the Chicago tournaments for the weeklies, I probably wouldn't have played so well because we were talking about mentality,
Wow.
and I was able to think about a lot of questions, and that's what I've been trying to work at because before when I was at UGC, like, I just had so many mentality problems, and I'm going to assume people have read Inner Game of Tennis, and to put it
This
into
is
that
such a great book.
context, I let Self-1 basically take pride, like, take controlling pride in the fact that I was, like, a super technical fox.
You
And
can see how skilled you were with.
yeah,
with tech
yeah,
skill.
and
Okay.
Self-1, like,
Was
I
like,
was
"You
playing
should
with
be
top.
winning."
Yeah. I was playing with Self-1 when it comes to fighting top players, right? At UGC, I was only fighting top players, and it was the first time I ever experienced that,
Okay.
and I was trying to prove myself. Was the problem is I was trying to prove myself to really show that I was a good player, you know? And so that exerted a lot of energy out of me because I was just trying to think through every option and try to play everything perfect instead of letting things,
out
naturally
naturally.
come. Yeah. So after UGC, I started just reading the Inner Game of Tennis for the first time, and it
within a
really
week?
changed my mentality.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I love this book.
I audiobooked it. So.
Yeah, I did the same thing. It's on Audible, guys. If you want to get better, just listen to it for like 10 hours.
Yeah, like $20, it's worth it. I have a notepad with me. It's in my bag, but I basically just took notes and during flights and like during train rides.
Yeah, when
Here,
I travel,
just-
I mean, re-listen to it. You pick up so much about, and when he talks about Self 1 and Self 2, it's like the Self 1 is the guy saying like, you can do this, you're gonna win, you're so good, and Self 2 is just you playing. It's just what happens on the screen, and you gotta accept that.
Yeah. And it's like, I think the most complex and like interesting parts about that book has to do in the last chapter.
Okay, what's it about?
Basically, in the book, the guy talks about how there's this one time he was driving in the snow, right? And he's basically in sports clothes, right? And he happens to swerve off the road and go to a car crash. And he gets out of the car, and he has to take a risk. Okay, do I walk back 10 miles to where I was, to where city, so I could probably stay there and get some help? Or do I take the risk and keep going? And he takes the risk, right? And he starts walking, right? But he's getting cold, so he starts running. But he gets tired, but then he starts walking again, right? And it just keeps going to where he doesn't have enough energy. Later, dude. Or it does a point where he doesn't have enough energy to run, but he's gonna get too cold if he stops walking, right? So, so by the end of it, he kind of accepts that he could potentially die here. He doesn't try to fight it. He just accepts, hey, I might lose my life here. That's okay. And once he started doing that, once he lost his grip on life, like to hold it tight, he let basically his body naturally,
Execute.
yeah, naturally start executing, right?
That's
And
insane.
so once he started losing his grip, he started running, and he didn't stop running for like 40 minutes.
Holy crap.
And so I started realizing that, and I was like, if this guy on the Brick of Death,
Can you hit flow like that?
yeah, can hit flow like that, then I can do it in Melee,
Yeah, we practice this all the time. We're not in death situations.
Yeah, you don't lose a finger.
But
And
it does make you feel that way, dude. You can see the blood going through you on the player cam. Like, the emotional ride is so real.
yeah, something before the set I've been trying to do, or before top 8, was really hype myself up, basically get my energy going so I
Agree.
can stay in the zone,
Agree.
if that makes sense. Like, first day, I was not doing that at all because I didn't have any energy, but second day, I've been
You
playing well.
Once you get the energy, you use it effectively. Like, let me get in the mode,
Yeah.
stay in the mode.
Yeah, and I just let it naturally come. And if I'm not doing well against the top player, like let's say during warm-ups I'm getting consistently 4-stocked, it's like, it's just a friendly, It's like, I'll just let it naturally come in tournament. And I practiced that, and it worked out really well.
Dude,
You
you
know?
had a crazy run. You took out SGJ 3-0. What was your next match?
My next match was Ice.
Yeah.
And I was so close to 3-0ing him.
You were at a lead, and then just this long journey came backwards.
Yeah, it happens, kind of after I lost the third game, I kind of started losing it mentally. Not too hard, but it was in the back of my mind,
Yeah, especially when you were talking about like getting yourself in the flow and having the energy, dude. Any big roadblock in that could just cut you cold.
Yeah, I kind of lost the flow, and it happens, I'm really grateful for the run I made this tournament.
Yeah, man.
But I'm not mad, and I guess I'm not salty. I'm passionately passionate about the fact that I lost. Like, I want to get better, and it's just like after I walked out, it's just like I'm going back and I'm pushing as hard as I can.
Your goal is so in sight now, especially with the way you won. And
Yeah. Sfat and I, Friday, we were talking, and he was like, okay, what is like your goal? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, what is your goal in 3 months? And I'm like, well, I want to make the top player sweat. I told him I want to make you sweat. And he was like, all right. And during that tournament, I took a set off of him, but it really shows how setting up a goal and sticking to it,
commit to it.
Yeah, commit to it can really show.
Dude, 1
can really
week.
inspire you for work ethic.
1 week. Like, it is so incredible to hear you say that within 1 week you have made this mental change and you're really trying to adopt it.
Yeah, because I think the problem is there's this point where I started reaching this level, right? And playing in Colorado became very, I would say very easy,
Oh, yeah.
It became easy to a point where I could just do random stuff and I could play to lose but win.
Yeah, I
And
know
so
this feeling.
because of that, I got to a level to where the discipline that I needed in that level, I didn't need it anymore, right? And so I could play to lose. But then I start competing at these nationals, right? And I
And you
forgot
need
how
that
to discipline.
discipline.
Yeah, and I forgot it.
I feel this 100%, dude. Honestly, the way you talk about the mental game, the way you're advancing, you're totally not a dot kid, man. You have been in the game. You know what you want.
Yeah.
And I'm so impressed with your performance, man. I'm happy you came out. Do you want to do any quick shout-outs before we end this interview?
Yes. Shout-outs to this kid, first of all.
Yeah?
He paid for me. After I lost in the compendium, he paid for me to go to the big house.
Holy crap.
And he was like, he called me up and he was like, I want you to go. And I'm like, oh my oh my gosh,
Wow.
like what is this? And
Disc
so
it, wow.
without him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this momentum.
Yep.
Second would probably be shout out to the inner game of tennis of momentum. Shout outs to Sfat again.
Of course.
I seriously like appreciate and like I'm so thankful for the fact that I was able to talk to him because I wouldn't have been able to do it without him because he hit me with the hardest questions and I was able to think through it all in a night, you know, and try to solidify it.
And the fact that you could digest it between the Friday weekly and Sunday night, that just says so much about you as a player, dude. Everyone, please look out for Cyrox. He is the next big player, man.
Yeah. Oh, and last thing, if you haven't yet, please nominate me for the Genesis Compendium because I seriously would love to go to Genesis and see how I can keep this momentum going and really figure myself out as a player. So, yeah, if you can nominate me for Genesis 4, I would greatly appreciate it.
Dude, Genesis is only a month and some away. It's so close.
Yeah, it's
I'm
gonna be
so
so
excited,
sick.
dude. It's going to be great. Cyrox, congratulations on
Thank
5th place,
you.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Thank you for an amazing event, man.
Dude,
It
thanks,
was
man.
sick.
All right, guys, I'm going to close you out for the night. Thanks, Cyrox. Dude, take it easy. Guys, thank you for tuning in to Eden. This was my first big major regional tournament. You guys at home for tuning in, thank you for watching. Please sub to Melee Every Day, or please follow at least. We got a YouTube channel. We're going to get all of our VODs up as soon as godlike possible. Dude, these matches have been really good. We had a recording set up with a lot of great matches right before the qualifying top 9s, top 8s. Really, I'm just so grateful for the matches, man. It was a wonderful top 8, and yeah. Thanks to all of my Rubicon guests. Thanks to all the support I've been given. If you were here during Sammy's interview, you guys heard about how much the support meant to him, and honestly, I echo the same, right? Cyrox was talking about the support he got, and I can't do it without you guys. I love this game. I know you guys love it too because you have been watching me for way too long talk about it, and we only have one dream, guys, is to keep playing this game. Like, I don't think anyone wants to play this game alone forever by themselves. They want to play at tournaments with their friends. So, dude, there's one thing every Melee player has got to do. It's spread the love of Melee. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here, and look out for more Melee Everyday events. We got Buttercup coming up.
Thanks to Carrie, aka Vro, for running the sickest tournaments in all of Chicago.
Thanks, Aaron. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. It was a blast. I had a lot of fun. If you were at the event, thank you for being here. If you tuned in, thank you. And we'll see you around, man. Melee every day.